Minecraft is one of those games that will last forever. They weren't joking when they said that this game is the most significant sandbox you'll ever play. It's the canvas for an artist. It's the production studio for a singer. It's the blueprint sheet for a builder. The possibilities are endless with this game, and it's just so beautiful. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Minecraft Monday. So I'm sure, as you just saw right there, I just got done designing and building out the path for our little city downtown area here that I'm gonna start building up in this episode. I added some nice little details right here with the rooted dirt and some leaf litter and moss and just other bits and pieces to kind of make it look like a used path, but also like dirty, like paths look. A good path is a very important part of a city because that's the part you're walking on. That's the part you're following. Another thing I did, as you can see over here, is built up some more of the floating islands, or at least the area where they're kind of getting ripped away. But what I kind of wanted here for this bit to be pulling off is kind of like it's being pulled vertically. So it's like gravity isn't working. Gravity isn't quite, making sense anymore in this area. This is a very weird part of the world. That leads me into my next point about the world, which is the overall theme with floating islands and fantasy. And I think my idea for the world is not necessarily just a fantasy theme, because that's nice. Everybody's done a fantasy theme. That's a very common thing. But what I want to do is kind of a Star Wars-esque blend of fantasy and sci-fi. I want the world to be right on the cusp of the Industrial Revolution and kind of industrializing, or at least building these sci-fi things. I want a very Star Wars-y feel, but we're also still relying on wheat farms to feed everybody, if that kind of makes sense for my idea. And I feel like that's a bit of a difficult thing that I'm going to have to express in the world here, but in my opinion, I think it will be very much possible with some certain building techniques and designs. The idea for what I'm going to be doing, you can kind of think of a solar punk. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that theme or genre or aesthetic or whatever it is. It's kind of like cyberpunk, but with like preservation of the earth. So think solar panels, windmills, things like that. That's kind of the theme for at least the home city right here that we're going to be building up of Teresium. There's people on top of my base. What the heck? Why? Why? But with all that being said, there is something that needs to be done in today's video. That, of course, being is we're building the first building right here for this. Yeah, that's right. The first building of the downtown city kind of area. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Are you serious? It's always raining. Anyways, gotta add this to the tree. Looking beautiful. Like I said, guys, we're gonna build our first building right here, which is gonna be a beautiful, fully glass, almost fully glass, greenhouse that I'm gonna really try and interconnect and start designing the kind of idea and theme of the city, and it's just gonna look great. You guys are gonna love what I got planned for this build. Let's just build it. Let's start right now. Let's go. Look at it. It has been a couple days since I've recorded those last two clips, And we've gotten quite a bit done. I was going to keep it hidden and make it a little surprise, but I have added a few bits and done some things to the world that I really wanted to show you, and I was just eager to show you guys. So let's just tour and see what I've kind of done. So to begin, as you can see, we got the greenhouse. That's right. We've got a little greenhouse for all of our nice, lush, beautiful, close those doors. Ignore the cactus farm out there. For all of our nice, lush, beautiful green bits, we've got all the flowers over here. I don't have all the flower types. We've got some storage building up in here. I'm sure I'll make it a little nicer, and we can always go up in this way somehow. And then we've got all the leaf types over here. I don't have all those either, but we will get them in time. In due time. As you can see, I got some interesting like spikes coming off of the tower there, and with the whole idea of it being half sci-fi, half fantasy, I'm trying to really think of how to incorporate the sci-fi bits, and that's not easy. So I kind of imagine this as like a radio antenna or just something else used to transmit whatever. I really love this tower. This is a nice tower. There's lots of detail on it. It looks very nice with all the new shelves into the trapdoors, into the wood, into the trapdoors, into the shelves, into the stairs. A very nice curved look. You can probably get a better angle of it right here. I think also the other side has some better views because there's not as much lush. Still, looks really nice. Just looks so good. And then right here is something also to talk about. The next hurdle I wanted to get over was trying to incorporate everything in together. I wanted to make everything a very connected and beautiful place. So I'm gonna start laying these rope lines, or just lines where they place banners and flags and stuff. I can change up the colors instead of just keeping it as white. I don't want to just keep it as white. I want to just make it feel very cultural. I wanted to make it feel alive, like people live here. I did the same here for a little bit of a lower area, connecting over here to Six's house. And I also just added some texturing to this windmill right here. Made it look a little nice. But yeah, I really like that little connection piece. I really do like that. I also built a bit more of a custom stone wall compared to the ones over there that is shorter, so you can look in and feed the livestock when needed. Hello, buddy. And the final thing that I've done is I've found this design for a lamppost that I kind of like. I quite like it. It's pretty basic. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but I'm just putting it right here on this main path as I continue to build more, and then we'll see if I like it. If I don't, we can change it. It's kind of something I'm just visualizing as I go. I don't really have a grand idea. I'm just building and then trying to interconnect, trying to interconnect, trying to interconnect. And honestly, I think that's what you should do to your world too, because it's the best way to go about the building process rather than building something so massive and then it's like, oh my gosh. But I don't know if people already do that and I'm just spitting random words, but hey, what can I say? But with all that being said, as the sun sets, we can look at our beautiful greenhouse over here. Oh yeah, I know this skyline is gonna be beautiful. I know it's gonna be utterly beautiful. The world feels more full every day. But yeah, that's kind of everything that I've built within the past few days. There's nothing else to really say other than I did a pretty good job, so I'll pat myself on the back. I'm seriously loving it. I hope you're loving it too. I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you have an even better one tomorrow. So remember, like, subscribe, comment, do all the good stuff. Tell me what you think of the world, what I should change, what I should add, what I should do. And in due time I will. Anyways, I'll stop yapping and I'll just go ahead and say